Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott Selections here for Saturday, March 20th. Before we get into today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We're going to pick up a winner with Loyola Chicago first half, -2.5 at -114 on FanDuel. Got off to a bit of a rocky start. Loyola Chicago was down 13-3 to start the game, but then it woke up and Loyola Chicago ended up leading by 5 at the break. So a nice winner there. We'll look for another winner here on Saturday. And for the play of the day, we're going to be looking at college basketball once again. It's going to be on a matchup taking place at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be on a matchup between Ohio and Virginia. And for this matchup, we're going to be taking Ohio first half, +4 at -110 on FanDuel. First of all, this line is a pretty solid deal. You can currently find +4 available on other books at around -118 or so. I saw BetMGM had +3.5, so you're getting a free half point there if you shop around. Now, looking at the actual spread for this game, it has gone really in Ohio's direction. It's really flown a lot. Virginia ended up opening at -10, down to -7 right now. The main reason why the full game spread has shifted and the first half spread has shifted is because of the fact that Virginia, of course, had a little bit of a COVID issue leading up to the NCAA tournament. Virginia had to withdraw from the AC tournament because of one player testing positive for COVID after it was able to defeat Syracuse in the conference tournament quarterfinals on March 11th. Now, since that day, Virginia has only practiced once, and it was on Friday. Other than that, they have not done anything besides a couple of Zoom meetings. According to one of their best players, Sam Hauser, he said, quote, "We've been lucky enough to have a couple of individual shooting and condition sessions, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, you can go outside and dribble the ball for a little while," end quote. So Virginia really hasn't had much time to practice over the last week and change. And I think that as we noticed with Georgia Tech yesterday, these players are very, very used to routines and used to being in specific situations that they've been accustomed to. And Georgia Tech, of course, struggled without its best player. Virginia, in this circumstance, I think will come out to a very slow start, especially with the lack of proper practice time leading up to this game. Ohio's been in great form lately. Ohio ranks 31st in offense efficiency. So Ohio knows how to score points. And Virginia plays at a slow pace, not a great offense anyway. And now with the added layoff, which leads to some potential, I'd say, sluggishness to start, you have to wonder about conditioning because, of course, there's a difference between doing individual shooting and condition sessions in comparison to actually practicing and playing in game situations. So I do think Ohio should be in better form physically for this matchup. But Ohio is very good offensively, also ranks 57th in three-point percentage. So this team does have the ability to punish opponents from behind the arc. And Virginia, who, of course, has a very solid defense, has actually struggled guarding the three so far this season. Virginia ranks 183rd in three-point percentage, an opposing three-point percentage. So Ohio should be able to have a lot of open looks from the three-point line. And I do think that Virginia, who should be out of sorts offensively and defensively, might look even worse when it comes to guarding the three-point line. So I think Ohio has a very good chance to not only cover at the half, potentially be leading, as they are a very popular upset pick for most people. But as we saw yesterday, a lot of the huge underdogs, or just the common underdogs from double-digit seeds, really struggled in the second half. They really seemed to give it everything they had for the first, I'd say, 33 minutes and change or so. And then the wheels completely fall off because they're running a gas. Saw it with Colgate, saw it with Morehead State, saw it with Liberty, for example. All those teams were basically covering the entire game and then simply just ran out of gas late. I don't want that to happen to Ohio. So for that reason, I'm going to stick with the first half. Plus, in addition to the unique circumstances with Virginia and the pretty underwhelming three-point defense, it's a very rare situation where the underdog in this matchup actually has the best player on the court, and that's definitely the case for Ohio. Ohio has junior guard Jason Preston, who's averaging 16.6 points per game, 7.2 assists per game, and 6.8 rebounds per game. So he's the best player on the court by far. He definitely knows how to handle the offense, and I do think Virginia will have a problem guarding him because he is very, very well-rounded as a player. But everything that I just said is the main reason why I just think that Virginia is a little bit I'd say overvalued here. I know that the line has dropped from 10-7 for the full game. I don't know if it dropped enough. Ohio rolled through the MAC in its conference tournament, and I think that Ohio has enough offensive weapons and has enough three-point shooting to do a pretty good job of keeping this game extremely close to the first 20 minutes. The play of the day, once again, here for Saturday, March 20th, is going to be on Ohio. First half +4 at -110 on FanDuel. That's been Installment Scott Selections. Go to all of you and your respective best today. Bye, everyone.